Welcome to the Victor Hiking Trails YouTube channel. Today we are going to take a walk where the Rochester and Eastern Rapid Railway, commonly known as the Trolley, ran from Geneva, New York, to Rochester, New York, from 1903 to 1932. We are starting at the corner of State Route 96 and Main Street Fishers, close to where the trolley crossed Main Street Fishers, and will be heading south on Route 96.
So today we're going to be following the Blue Trail. You'll see the markings on some of these signposts. And right now we're on Route 96, but we're going to be getting off of it shortly.
Turn right on Omnitech Drive.
Here the trail turns to the left, crosses Omnitech Drive, and heads into those woods. When you cross Omnitech Drive, look for the trail with the blue hash marks or the blue signs indicating Victor Hiking Trails. You quickly come to a intersection. Off to my right is just another entrance to this trail. Like most trails in Victor, the Trolley Trail is suitable for bikes as well as hiking. This section of the trail is maintained by the town through the Parks and Recreation Department. Sometimes you will see some wildlife on the trail. Up ahead is a doe. Apparently, she's not afraid of humans. Well, there she goes, trotting off along our trail. Up until this point, we've been on private property that has a town trail easement. From this point on, we are on town property. Here the trail takes a sharp turn to the right, heading down a little hill. We're going to come back onto the Lehigh Valley Railroad Trail. So here the Trolley Trail crosses the Lehigh Valley Trail. That's looking to the west towards Mendon, and that's to the east. Before we go across the Lehigh Valley Trail to continue on the Trolley Trail, let's take a walk down the trail to the east and see what we might find. We can begin to see the abutments that were built for the trolley so that the trolley could go over the top of the Lehigh. This gives you some idea of how high these concrete abutments were. On the face of each of the abutments is the name of the company that built them and the date. This is where it can get a little confusing because there are several blue trails that come to this point. We have the Dryer Trail, runs north and south. We have the Trolley Trail, which here would be east and west. And then we have directions to Fishers and Route 96, as well as the village of Victor. At this point, you can follow the trail around to the right. That avoids the hill, but I like to go up the hill and get back on the Trolley Trail. Before we go up the hill, let's take a look over to the left and see what we might find. This is a concrete pole that was used by the trolley to carry the overhead electrical line. As I mentioned, the trolley ran from Geneva, New York to Rochester, New York, going through towns like Canandaigua, Farmington, Victor, Pittsford, Brighton, etc. The trolley cars could hold up to 60 passengers, and they ran on electricity coming from the wires overhead. When you get down to the base of the hill, make a left turn. Right after crossing a little creek, we're going to turn to the right and follow the blue markers. I should mention that we are now in Lehigh Crossing Park, which is a town park. You quickly come to a Eagle Scout project, a bridge that was built by Jack Napolitano in Troop 341, and also a observation deck that was built in honor of Hans Wolf. The beaver were very active in this area to the point where they were flooding the trail and also Route 251. So we had a scout do an eagle project, put a wire cage out in the middle of the pond with this black tube coming through it, going through the dam, and making it so that no matter how high the dam were to be built, it would not get the water level any higher than it is right now. This plant is a Phragmite. They have taken over this area of the wetlands. In addition to the pond leveling device, Andrew Travelette and Troop 341 also built this boardwalk. At the end of the boardwalk, the trail turns to the left. This is a little observation area off of the trolley trail, and you can see the extent of the Phragmite in the wetland. When you are walking on the trolley trail, you will come across several wooden bridges that were installed by the Victor Parks and Recreation Department. When you come out of the woods, you will be at Route 251. We're going to go straight across. In addition to the trolley trail designated by the blue blazes, we're also picking up the Seneca Trail designated by the red blazes. And we will be going parallel to the Auburn Trail. Between the Auburn Railroad and the Trolley Railroad, there was a water line that was the water from Modoc Springs to the village. On my left is what used to be the Seneca Trail. It's temporarily closed due to beaver activity flooding the trail. At this point, the Seneca Trail takes a turn to the left and heads into these woods. It makes a loop, comes around back to this trail. So it's a nice little detour. At this intersection, the Seneca Trail comes out from our left, joins up with the trolley trail. Unfortunately, we're not able to go any further straight on the original trolley trail, so we turn to the right and come out onto the Auburn Trail. As we come out onto the Auburn Trail, we're going to turn left. This is Rawson Road. Both the Auburn Trail and the Seneca Trail go straight across. The Trolley Trail turns to the left.